Did I say Also, wait, we should actually get together up on that one.
I see him. Here they come.
Way around Yeah.
Sorry.
No more. No more. No more. Where are you?
Like, I don't know.
I think you look good.
Oh my God, Jennifer. Where are you? Come get us and show us where you are.
Yeah. They're in the parking lot. Here, I'm with you. I'm going to do an arrow. The look on your face like you're
they stand right until they're in. You can start? Okay. Good evening, and welcome to the 133rd commencement exercises of Enfield High School as we honor the graduating class of 2025. My name is Zachary Maynard, and I am proud to serve as class president. I will be facilitating this evening's ceremony. We kindly ask that all patrons discontinue the use of umbrellas so everyone can view the ceremony.
Come on, do the right thing.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Wait time, good wait time.
Wait, did I go? Okay.
I don't care. Just say one more time.
Again, we kindly ask that all patrons discontinue the use of umbrellas so everyone can view the ceremony. Who said that? Carrying the American flag this evening is Evelina Olson, who is joining the Air Force National Guard. Carrying the state flag is Adelise Castillo, who is entering the Army National Guard. They are led by Lieutenant Colonel Keith Parent, United States Army. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now invite the senior choir to come forward to perform the national anthem. until they stand.
Yeah.
I'll nod, he'll do it, and then Grand Marshals.
Yeah, perfect. Mr. Santinella, do you smell the towel? Just put it on your seat, man.
Color guard, post the colors.
Grand Marshals, at this time, please seat the graduates. Tonight is a joyful celebration as we recognize the accomplishments for the class of 2025. This is a once-in-a-lifetime milestone for our graduates, and I ask for your cooperation in helping us maintain a dignified and respectful ceremony. Please remain in your seats throughout the program so as not to obstruct others' views. Thank you. Before we continue, I would like to recognize some of the distinguished guests joining us this evening. Enfield Board of Education, Mrs. Charlotte Riley, Chairwoman, Ms. Janet Cushman, Vice Chairwoman, Mr. Scott Ryder, Secretary, Mrs. Jean Akery, Dr. Gerald Conlon, Mr. Dean Gauss, Mrs. Tina LeBlanc, Mr. Philip Kober, Mrs. Amanda Pickett. Town officials, Mayor Ken Nelson Jr., Deputy Mayor Marie Pisner, District Leadership, Mr. Stephen Macchio, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Andrew Longy, Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Michelle Middleton, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Enfield High School Administration, Ms. Erin Clark, Principal, Assistant Principals, Mr. Connell Clark, Mrs. Laura Gagnon, and Mr. Matthew Murray and Mrs. Patty Nelson. Class of 2025 advisors, Mrs. Siniglio and Mrs. Bender. Additional honorees, members of the Enfield High School faculty, valedictorian, Katia Diaz Acosta. Salutatorian, Jonathan Arujo. Parents, families, and honored guests. At this time, we would like to pay special tribute to the graduates who will be entering the armed forces. Would all students planning to serve in the military please rise so we may recognize their commitment to our country. Thank you. You may be seated. We now pause to honor the memory of two beloved members for the class of 2025, whose lives were sadly cut short. Though they are not with us physically, Their spirit and legacy remain an important part of our school community. We first recognize Megan Davis. We invite her family to the stage to accept an honorary diploma on her behalf. We also honor Jaylene Gonzalez. We invite her family to the stage to accept an honorary diploma on her behalf. At this time, we ask everyone to join us in a moment of silence as we remember Megan and Jaylene and reflect on the lasting imprint they have left in our hearts. Now, I would like to share a few words as your class president. Before I officially start my speech, I would like to thank the families of Jaylene Gonzalez and Megan Davis for coming forward to receive their honorary diplomas. Whether through balloon releases, memorials, or even volleyball tournaments, their passings brought us closer as a class and taught us an important lesson. Never take anything for granted and appreciate every moment with your loved ones. Brianna Ringwald, Kaylee Mathiasen, and Araya McKnight experienced the unfortunate loss of one of their friends, but that did not stop them from advocating for those they care about. This is a testament to our strength as a class. It is in Megan's and Jaylene's memory that we begin the celebration of growth, resilience, and unity. Hello and welcome, friends, family, administration, faculty, and all guests. Thank you for your support in celebrating the graduates this evening. As class president, I am honored today to speak in front of you and reflect how we have grown into a remarkable, resilient, and talented group of people. In all seriousness, if you have ever cried over a math test, sprinted to school in the morning just to avoid a tardy, or even procrastinated your assignments to the very last minute, this day is for you. This day is for all of us. Before I go any further, let us take a moment to thank the people who helped us get here. Our parents, our teachers, our coaches, our counselors, and anyone who reminded us to submit our assignments on time. You know who you are. Without their support, we would not be here today. So graduates, please give a round of applause to those who are supporting you today. I would also like to thank all the teachers, educators, and staff who had so much on their plate and still made time to help and mentor us. I would like to thank my family. Mom and Dad, your guidance, encouragement, and support have bolstered me. Your love is the reason I learned to lead, to care, and to never stop striving. My Grandpa Jack and Grandma have supported me in all endeavors and lifted me up any time I have been down. I do not think you know how grateful I am for you, Grandma. I truly would never want to be a part of any other family. For a while now, I plan to stand before you and talk about trying your best and never giving up. Classic class president talk. That notion of mine faded, and as graduation has inched up on us, I felt I needed to address something else. An issue that has challenged me, and probably most of us, identity. There were times that I even laughed at things I did not think were funny, stayed quiet when I should have spoken up, and I even remained friends with people that were not the best for me, just to belong. But I have since learned, belonging is not about fitting in. It is about being accepted for showing up as your true self. Imagine living in a world full of fabrication where many wear a mask, afraid to show what is really inside. It is exhausting. It is lonely. That is why authenticity is not just brave, it is necessary. As we prepare for a final send-off and to begin our new journey into the unknown, look around. Besides sitting here awkwardly, looking at the audience, trying to stay awake while you listen to one of many speeches in the rain, we are all wearing matching caps and gowns. It may just feel like a graduation dress code, but the reason for wearing caps and gowns is much larger than simply tradition. They symbolize unity. But underneath these gowns, we are anything but the same. Every one of us has our own story. Some of us are student athletes, some are theater kids, musicians, advocates, club leaders, class clowns, hallway chatterboxes, hallway sweethearts, slow motion walkers, classroom nappers. We really cover it all. Each of us walks across this stage carrying a different story, shaped by different backgrounds, different ideas and opinions, different struggles, and different dreams. For some of us, the biggest challenge was not the homework or the tests. It was finding the courage to be ourselves in a place where it sometimes felt easier to follow the crowd, where it felt more convenient to be around people that do not treat you well. We have faced our own challenges. We showed up and always moved forward. I commend those who held on to their identities, their passions, their morals, their personality, and the things that made them who they are. That is extremely brave, and it is what makes members of our class not just memorable, but real and authentic. I would like to highlight some graduates who embody these values, those who spearhead and contribute to something greater than themselves, following their passions and identities. They remind us that high school is not just about grades, it is about the impact we leave behind. For instance, Ethan Serrard and Caleb Bouchard. Who brought the music department to life and probably have more rhythm than us combined. Isabella Denauld and Navaj Cheeks. Leaders of the Black and Brown Student Union showed us how to stand for justice. Katia Diaz and Abby Carlo. Who kept Buzz Robotics buzzing and also likely made a robot smarter than some of us. Alyssa Hosick and Josiah Upson. Who led on the field, but still had found time to excel in their classes. Ethan, I know you're waiting for this one. It would be a crime not to mention Ethan Bonaducci, the New England wrestling champion. Alicia Lazat and Emma Boisvier. who have a penchant for community service and care for the community and the world at large. Conlon Shaw, who embodies a constant source of warmth and kindness that radiates upon us. Abby Gomez, whose humor and dad jokes on the morning announcements lifted people's spirits, even on the most stressful days. Jake Bowman, who is the proudest school spirit leader you will ever meet, and we can probably call him our unofficial hype man. And finally, my personal favorite, Joshua Clausen. Joshua, where are you? Whose humor and personality brighten every room he enters. We are arguably the best class to walk the stage. We all have our own individual accomplishments, and we have all succeeded like this in one way or another. But it is even more important if you did not hide or change yourself to fit in. High school is full of expectations, and it can feel like you are supposed to fit into a certain mold, to act a certain way, to desire the same things as everyone else. But the truth is, it takes strength to not conform. It takes bravery to stand out, to speak up, and to be different when that difference is not always understood. Yet, so many of us did just that. High school also taught us something even bigger. Fitting in isn't nearly as cool as standing out. So to those who stayed true to who you are, we see you and we salute you. Soon, we will toss our caps into the air, a moment we have envisioned for years. But that toss is not just for the photos to post, even though please tag me in it later. It is a release. It is letting go of the pressure we have carried, the fear of not being good enough, the weight of other people's expectations, the self-doubt that creeps in when things get hard. It is shaking off the voices that tell us who we should be, how we should act, or what success should look like. The toss is a turning point. It marks the end of one chapter and transitions us into the next. A space to breathe, a space to grow, a chance to step fully into who we are becoming, not who we were told to be. That single moment in the sky symbolizes all of it: freedom, possibility, and the beginning of something new. It is our declaration that we are ready for what is next. So, when we let go of those caps to throw them, we are not just saying goodbye. We are saying, I am ready. We are ready, class of 2025. Yeah. Thank you. At this time, I am honored to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jonathan Aruja.
Good evening, esteemed faculty, parents, families, friends, and fellow graduates. As salutatorian of the Enfield High School class of 2025, it's an honor to welcome you all to our graduation ceremony. I would like to express my gratitude for being a part of this special occasion and thank all those who brought us to this point, who got us through these 4 years here at EHS. To our teachers, for their invaluable guidance as they provided support when we needed it, while leaving just enough room for independence and growth. Thank you for your patience in answering our questions along our learning journey. I know I had a million. For the friends who have grown up with us and accepted us while we are still figuring out who we are. There are those who have stuck with me since freshman year, and those who I found immediate bonds with during my senior year. True friends are hard to come by. You don't want to take them for granted. For our parents and the people who raised us, thank you for being there even in our toughest times, and for putting up with us when, instead of doing the chores, we spent hours on our phones scrolling through Instagram Reels. When we were upset or panicked, you were our rock, our source of stability. In my life, I owe my drive to make the most of school to my parents, who have taught me the worth of being honest and kind. This day marks the end of one chapter of our lives, but also the beginning of a new one. Looking back at these 4 years, I realize that sometimes we get so caught up in our routines that we lose sight of why we're doing it, that we forget the importance of existence itself. As high school students, I'm willing to say we're in one of the places most prone to this. We go about our usual day, waking up to the alarm, getting on our bus, moving from class to class, returning home to do our homework, and, of course, remembering to charge our iPads. Usually, each day goes by smoothly, following this pattern just like clockwork. But on occasion, life can suddenly change and throw you a curveball. There are those times we've all had when we stayed up all night preparing for a group project, only for the presentation to be disorganized the next day. When you played your best during the match, only for a technicality to take away your win. Or even when we put in our best effort at work, only for our boss not to notice. I spent hours over these past few years working on my car with my father, and I took pride in the progress we'd made in that time. Moving from one part of the car to the next, I practiced wiring speakers, painting panels, cutting metal, and more. I learned a lot from these experiences and hold close these memories we spent on a common goal. However, at the beginning of my senior year, I was leaving the parking lot of the school and was rear-ended by another driver. Pieces of my taillight were left trailing up the road. My car was crumpled as if made of tinfoil, leaving doors sealed shut. It was one of those moments when I was in total disbelief and shock. What had just happened? And then, the realization. My car was totaled, unrepairable, destroyed. How could this be? At first, I was left seeking some sort of explanation, as if there had to be a reason as to why things went wrong that day. Often, our mistakes and misfortunes lead us to second-guess our decisions. What if I had not gone the back way out of the school that day? What if I had left a few minutes earlier or later? What if I had not gone the back way out of the school that day? What if I had left a few minutes earlier or later? I ask myself these questions just as we ask ourselves if we should have started that group project the day before, or tried something else to get the recognition of our boss. It's important to note, though, that my car accident taught me something. Throughout my senior year, I've come to understand that life tests you, and you can't control everything. After losing something that had this much sentimental value to me for no reason at all, I saw the day-to-day through a different lens. All the little annoying things that get to us became less of a big deal. Just the other day, practicing for my senior night tennis match, a tennis ball got served straight into the back of my head. I laughed it off and kept playing, although the red circle on my neck told a different story. It's like the feeling when someone knocks your Dunkin' order off your desk and spills it across the floor. With annoyances like these, we grudgingly ask, why did this have to happen today? This is where I've come to realize that there's not really a question to be asked at all, because there might just not be an answer. Life can be random. You're going to have a lot of unexpected things coming from all angles you didn't even know existed. In times like these, stressing over how things could have gone rather than moving on was the times in which I felt myself being held back. As more things, many of which I'll never be able to explain, happen where I least expect them, I've decided to choose to keep pushing on to the next thing. Everyone's had different experiences, so things might look another way for you, but the reality is that through high school, I gained tons of knowledge, but also came to understand just how much I didn't know. Important too was learning that there's some stuff that has no explanation at all. You can try to calculate life, try to do each and everything that leads to the result you want, but there will be times when things don't quite work out. It's in these times that we have to persevere and be ready to accept the challenges, because the alarm might not go off, the bus might be late, or our iPad might run out of battery. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you to all those who have supported us. Let us celebrate all our accomplishments and look forward to a bright future.
You stay right there, hon.
Jonathan, Representative Hall and I are here to present you a citation from the Connecticut General Assembly. It is offered by myself, Representative Hall, and Senator Kissel. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Jonathan Tony Arujo in recognition of being named salutatorian of the Enfield High School class of 2025. In this role, you have achieved the pinnacle of academic success and set a strong example for your classmates. Your time at Enfield High School has shown dedication to classroom and community, and it is an honor to join your family, friends, teachers, and classmates in celebrating your achievement. The entire membership of the General Assembly wishes its best to you on this memorable occasion and expresses its hope for continued success in the future, given this 17th day of June 2025 at the state capitol, Hartford, Connecticut. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Present this to your family. So can you lead the way?
Let me get that check. There you go.
Next, I am proud to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2025. Please welcome Katia Diaz Acosta.
At events like these, my eyes always find themselves searching the crowd for my people. I scan hundreds of faces, nervously, eagerly, hoping to land on ones I know best. Family, friends, and parents, thank you. Thank you for being there for us, even when it seemed that the world was turning upside down. I know this moment can feel bittersweet, a mix of pride for your graduate and a little worry about the birthdays and holidays that might be missed. But stepping into something new doesn't mean we're leaving our life here behind. I know I'll still be calling my mom from hours away, asking how to make her signature dishes or how to get stains out of my laundry. To my mom, dad, and siblings, I couldn't have done this without you. Espero que en el futuro podamos seguir navegando este mundo juntos. You're my rock and biggest motivators. While preparing for today, most people I talk to give me a similar piece of advice. Please keep your speech short. To honor that request, I'll try my best to keep it short and sweet, or at least sweet. Graduates, it's been over 4,000 days since our first meeting in kindergarten. During that time, we've created lifelong friends, irreplaceable memories, but most importantly, a place to call home. Like me, many of you are leaving home for the first time in 18 years. It's our nerve-wracking and exciting change, the freedom to live on your own, make your own rules, and take initiative in becoming your own self. Yet, I was terrified to take this leap. It felt strange, like I had to leave one home to go to another. It felt like I would have to forget my life here and start again elsewhere. While lost in a sea of uncertainties, I ask myself, While lost in a sea of uncertainties, I ask myself, well, what is home? Today, I want to ask you the same question. What is your home? For me, I've come to realize that home isn't just where my house is, but who it's with. Home is Enfield, the first place I name when I introduce myself, the place where my family, and my cats, and where the best General Tso's chicken is made just 2 minutes away from my house. Home is Enfield High School, where in the second floor is where my favorite teacher resides, and the third floor is where I've had some of the best discussions about the meaning of life. Home are the long bus rides to competitions, the feeling of anxiously waiting and wanting, but also the calming rides back, where we would sit in the back of the bus and yap about the nonsense of classes, extracurriculars, or just life in general. Home is my best friend's house, where we would spend hours watching all the Marvel movies, be indecisive about where we wanted to eat, and play Block Blast and board games way late into the night. Home can be many things, but there's a specific type that follows you around. Home is people. In the dark, dungy, and slightly scary basement of Fermi High School is where I found my second forever home. In robotics, my friends taught me trust, my mentors taught me resilience, and the long days taught me patience. Within this home, I've been lucky to learn from wonderful people that I've come to look up to, even if they still consider me a toddler at 18 years old. Regardless, I still carry some of their wiser words, which can hopefully help you begin your own journey. In the next 4 years, go out and explore. Try things you've never considered, make mistakes, trip and fall, and get right back up. But whatever happens in your journey, know that this home will always be with you, even if you can't come back to it. Although we are all going our separate ways, I hope we use the next 4 years as an opportunity to grow and change in ways we didn't believe were possible before. And in 5 years, when we have the Class of 2025 reunion, I hope to catch up, reconnect, and get to hear about all the wonderful things you've done since. Class of 2025, I hope that wherever you go, you can continue to build home for yourselves. I know that you will find your people. I know that you're going to take great leaps. And I know that even though you're going to throw your caps into the air, you'll stay connected to your families, to your friends, and to your home. Today is yet another momentous occasion in your bright futures. But for now, keep writing your own ending. Keep believing. Keep imagining. Let today be a day of fun, celebration, and new memories. Because the best thing we can do right now is to simply be here, to really be here for absolutely all of it. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's once again John and I's great honor to present this state citation from the General Assembly. And a lot of people don't realize we are actually required every time we present one of these citations to read it. So hang in there with us, guys. This is from the General Assembly official citation. It's introduced by myself, Representative Santinella, and Senator Kissel. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its very sincerest congratulations to Katiana Victoria Diaz, being named valedictorian of Enfield High Class of 2025. In this role, you have achieved the pinnacle of academic success and set a strong example for your classmates and the Enfield High community as a whole. Your time at Enfield High has shown dedication to classroom and community, and it is an honor to join your family, friends, teachers, classmates, and celebrate your achievement today. So it's with great honor that I present this state citation. It is signed today, June 17th, 2025 at the state capitol by the Pro Tem Martin Looney, Speaker of the House Matt Ritter, and the Secretary of State. So congratulations. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Let's present that to your family.
To present the class of 2025, please welcome Enfield High School Principal, Miss Erin Clark.
Good evening. Graduates, it has been an absolute pleasure watching you grow over the last 4 years. Just to look around at the thousands of people here tonight, in the rain, to celebrate this milestone. Graduating high school is a huge accomplishment, and there is so much to be proud of. While there is no doubt this is your accomplishment due to your hard work, it is also a moment to acknowledge the help and encouragement you received along the way. When I spoke with graduates, many expressed gratitude for the incredible teachers and educators here in Enfield. Abby Gomez was thankful to have Mr. Rinaldi as a favorite teacher in both elementary and high school, as he helped her through difficult times and always took a moment to check in and chat with her. Izzy Donald was appreciative of Mrs. Agman, who she described as enthusiastic and forever patient. She said she was a role model for a young woman interested in pursuing science. Katie Marino was grateful for Mrs. Catuccio, who always found a way to bring social studies to life with interactive debates and activities. She made civics fun. Josiah Upson was grateful for Mr. Liver and Mr. Mazzone, who he described as so supportive they were almost like father figures. From preschool to high school, our EPS educators were often the ones that made a difference in a child's life, that saw something special, that inspired an interest, and that made students feel seen, supported, and cared for. As Zachary, Kathia, and Jonathan mentioned, many of our students also recognize how they wouldn't be here without the love and support of their parents and families. To the parents, it probably feels just like yesterday that you waved goodbye to that adorable, innocent 5-year-old on their first day of kindergarten. You are likely reminiscing about the early sounds of pitter-patter feet around the house, trying to wrap your head around how quickly the time passed. Perhaps your eyes begin to well up. Just curious, who brought tissues tonight? Anyone? Liars. Full disclosure, I am a crier. I'd like to say an unapologetic one, but I am always finding myself saying sorry. Anyone else in the same boat? Why is it that we hide our faces and get embarrassed about something as beautiful as being overcome with emotion? What's ironic about this is that other times we seek out these very same emotions. It's why people go to the theater, listen to music, read poetry, to get at some feeling that has been hard to access. Often we crave a good cry. We want to feel something. It's what makes us human. How fortunate we are to have the kinds of moments and experiences and relationships that move us to tears. In a world where so much is virtual and so much is artificial, what a blessing it is in this moment, in the real world, to feel something, to feel alive. I want to acknowledge that not all tears are wanted. There are some cries we would rather not have. Tears of overwhelm, tears of loneliness, tears of grief. I know there are tears of sadness out there tonight for those who are not here with us. But even in some of those hard and heartbreaking cries, there is often a connection to something special, a reminder of a cherished loved one or treasured memory, beauty in the lives that were lived and the love that was shared. When we live with courage, moments where we are moved with emotion are more likely to come our way. But we need to have the courage to act, we need to have the courage to care, and we need to have the courage to love. So my message to our graduates and families is to let those tears fly. Cry tears of pride as you ponder the ways you balance school with family, extracurriculars, work, and more. Cry tears of love and appreciation as you think of those who sacrificed to help you along the way. Cry tears of glory as you reflect on persevering through flashes of fear and self-doubt. Cry tears of absolute triumph for the way you overcame challenges, large and small. To the graduates, I hope your eyes are filled with tears of joy as you look around and admire this amazing community, celebrating you and your accomplishments. And I hope your life can be the kind of existence that is filled with similar moments that move you to tears. Superintendent Macchio, I present to you the class of 2025.
Please join me in welcoming our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Stephen Macchio.
Good evening, parents, family members, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, dignitaries, and most importantly, the Enfield High School class of 2025. Absolutely. I want to extend a special thanks in advance to two specific groups that take part in this class. One we've already acknowledged. First, to those that are entering the military. Please know from my heart that I appreciate your service for this great country. Thank you in advance. Second, to those who have chosen to pursue a career in education, not meteorology after this evening, I thank you for choosing to inspire, to support, and to prepare our future generations. There is no better career. Thank you. As I prepared this speech, I thought back to my own graduations and I thought about what I remembered, and honestly, it's not much. Clearly, what you will remember is that our meteorologist is dead wrong. I'm going to keep this brief and hopefully meaningful. One of my favorite quotes is displayed in my office, and it's shown on a plaque. It reads, quote, "Wherever you are, be there." During your time at Enfield High School, you truly were present. Whether it was in academics, athletics, the arts, or community service. At Enfield High, you embodied what it meant to be an Enfield Eagle. And now it's time for you to go off and do the same wherever and for whatever path that you wish to follow. Two quotes. First, from Leonardo da Vinci. People of accomplishment rarely sat back and let things happen to them. They went out and happened to things. Class of 2025, please don't wait for success. Go out and create it. Whether you're heading to college, you're going into the workforce, the military, wherever you happen to go, roll up your sleeves and make things happen. Like the sign in my office says, wherever you are, be there. This last quote is from track and field great Jesse Owens. He once said, "We all have dreams, but in order to make dreams come into reality, it takes an awful lot of determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort." I've only been in Enfield for a short time. I've witnessed these qualities in all of the class of 2025. As you leave Enfield, I ask you to continue those qualities. There's no doubt that life is going to present you with hurdles to overcome. Don't let them stop you. Battle through the tough times, jump over the obstacles in your way, and just keep going. Your personal betterment is not going to end with your high school graduation. It's going to simply transform into something different. Congratulations to the class of 2025. It's been an absolute joy getting to know you. I wish you success, happiness, and fulfillment in all that lies ahead. God bless. Chairwoman Riley, members of the Enfield Board of Education, I hereby present to you the class of 2025. Each member of this class has satisfactorily completed or exceeded all of the graduation requirements that are set forth by the Connecticut State Board of Education, as well as the Enfield Board of Education, and henceforth are entitled to an Enfield High School diploma.
To begin the presentation of diplomas, please welcome the chairwoman of the Enfield Board of Education, Mrs. Charlotte Riley.
Well, I had a speech, and it's right here, but it's raining, so we're not going to do it. So I'm just going to say, very briefly, on nights like this, I appreciate that you all came out for your graduates. This night is about them and nobody else. And I just want to tell the graduates, when you leave this chapter behind, go forth with confidence, humor, and a sense of adventure. Believe in yourselves as much as we all believe in you. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Your future is bright, and the world is waiting for your brilliance. So I would ask everybody in this audience, let's let the other side of Enfield hear it for the graduates.
I now invite Mr. Matthew Murray forward to begin reading the names of the graduates.
Go get him.
Katia Victoria Diaz Acosta. Jonathan Tony Arujo. Zachary Jacob Maynard. Marcus Anthony Abateo. Milani Abrahamian. Alan Jadiel Aceituno. Actriz James Xavier Addison. Lucas Alexander Aiello. Teresa Marie Alcantara. Jalen Christina Alcim. Samantha Elizabeth Alfano. Isabella Loren Alvarado. Kirsten Eliza Anador. Ryan Soren Anderson. Ryan Brady Anderson. Kayla Alexis Archambault. Madeline Asia Archer. Alexa Lynn Babbitt. Luca Giovanni Basile. Aaliyah Lynn Barnaby. Jacob William Barnes. Haley Megan Barrett. Alexandra Reese Berry. Brady Quinn Barcelou. Alexander Alicia Bollier. Jacob Michael Beeler. Ava Rose Belanger. Alyssa Rose Bell. Rebecca Lee Bemis. Angel Javier Benitez. Isabel Benvenuto. William Gerald Bergman. Darius Kyle Berry. Isabel Best. Lisa Destiny Bethel. Riley Madison Blue. Emma Grace Boisvier. Haley Shea Boney. Kiara Noemi Boothby. Christopher Bosley. Daniel Bouchard. Kayla Bouchard. Anthony Bourbeau. Desiree Bourne. Jake Aaron Bowman. Genelise Brito Bermudez. Lindsey Brown. Alexa Lynn Charlotte Bubello. Ryan Jack Buckley. Valentine Bolbuk. Ethan Lewis Bonaducci. Ethan D. Burby. Reese Alexander Burgos. Logan Seamus Calabrese. Jonathan Stanley Calderon. Dana Treasure Caldwell. Lane Richard Camp. Abby Elizabeth Carlo. Sophia Clarinda Carrier. Adelise del Rosario Castillo. Bryant David Cecere. Aliyah Sarai Cedeño. Alan Adrian Cervantes Martinez. Khalik Gerald Charles. Gabriela Marie Chavez. Navaj Harmony Cheeks. Richie Chen. Brenna Rose Chaponi. Ashton Chipman. Cameron Allen Clark. Joshua Stephen Klassen. Kendra Summer Cobbs. Saeed Kohal. Christopher Lamont Colbert Jr. Kira Rose Colgan. Emma Sue Condi. David Morrill Conlon. Caleb Cooley. Olivia Irene Cooley. Mary Diana Correa. Carlos Cortez. David Angel Cortez. Matea Marguerite Marie Cosby. Gavin Taylor Cushing. Destiny Daly. Catarina Oliveira de Aguiar. Jayliani De La Rosa. Alexiana Amelia De Jesus. Liana Marie Colon. Jeniel Del Rio. Valeria Nicole Delgado. Max Alexander Del Greco. Isabella Perline Donald. Carlos Ariel Dominguez. Francis J. Dominguez. Christopher Matthew Donahue. Colin Patrick Drury. Simon Glenn Dufault. Natalie Eve Dumas. Ajaya Eason. Javion Echeverria. Braden Robert Eckert. Gabriella Heather Eckert. Braden Enright. Maxwell Casimir Arillis. Rihanna Kadeen Evans. Kaylee Stephanie Falcon. Rawan Ismail Farah. Ray Fernandez. Lucas Allen Faraci. Samantha Cabriati Ferrando. Madison Marion Flora. Hallie Jean Fontaine. Emmett Ray Ford. Ashley Foster. Nathan B. Fournier. Reem Frajat. Selma Frajat. Madison Rose Galetta. Helen Lynn Gann. Finley Jane Gannon. David Aramis Garcia. Amira Garcia Wells. Maddox Garcia Wells. David Anthony Garrow III. Grace Ann Garrow. Madeline Christine Garthwaite. Ariel Jilks. Austin Gilmore. Joseph John Gerard. Landon Michael Glagowski. Abigail Lynn Gomez. Grace Catherine Gorman. Emma Rose Grant. Samantha Kelly Green. Matthew Ryan Griffin. Charles Anthony Gilmet. Benjamin Griffin Gwendon Bourget. Callie Jane Geyer. Andrew William Guzzi. Janiyah Hamilton. Bradley John Hamry. Jack Michael Harmon. Aspen Harmon. Camden Hensel. Isaac Benjamin Hernandez. Madeline Teresa Herzig. Ariana Grace Hicks. Aviana Rose Hogan. Brian Horton. Alyssa Grace Hosig. Isabella Marie Huffman. Ashley Ann Humiston. Jana Ibrahim. Carol Ann Ingraham. David Ingraham Jr. Destiny Lee Irving. Cole Matthew Isaacson. Angelia Dominique James. Olivia Victoria Jimenez. Connor Thomas Jones. Derek Lewis Judd. Caitlin Rebecca Kamei. Kyle Stanley Kamei. Julia Rose Keene. Haley Julia Ketchel. Jake Michael Close. Aiden Michael Kazera. Dominic Simon Lachute. Jaden Nora LaFortune. Joshua Anthony LaJoy. Braden Paul Lanigan. Owen James Lancaster. Jason Alexander LaPena. Aubrey Lee Lathrop. Reese Renee Lavoie. Dream Nyasia Adora Lawson. Antonio Jose Lebron. Jaden Alexander Levesque. Brandon Todd Lewis. Dylan Michael Lewis. Ryan Lewis. Cadence Aubrey Lindo. Alicia Grace Lazat. Victoria Lopez. Jake Aaron Lubansky. Kai Matthew Lubis. Caleb Matthew Lubis. Jason Taylor Mahan. Ashlyn Bailey Malloy. Kira Jane Marinack. Catherine Diane Marino. Nico Mero. Juliana Melissa Marshall. Alexandra Martinez Okendo. Anthony Diego Martinez. JC Belinda Martinez Estrada. Kaylee Lynn Mathiasen. Drew Tyler Matthews. Max Mattoon. Lauren Rose McDonnell. Araya Nicole McKnight. Rachel Joy McNeil. Primo Luigi Magazzini. Brock Allen Mejia. Natalie Nina Amy Melendez. Nicole Mendoza. Nathan Merrill. Alyssa Marie Mashad. Jayla Rose Mashad. Jonathan Miner. Aubrey Lynn Moore. Christian Fabian Mascara. Ryan Nash. Javier Eduardo Nazario. Noelia Negron. Kayla Tiana Marie Newman. Aubrey Jean Noak. Evelina Olson. Luke Michael Paholski. Amida Lisette Padilla. Yandel Paez Paez. Ariana Jean Palmer. Nicolina Mary Parolo. Aishan Patel. Logan John Pelkey. Tessa Brooke Pepin. Eiley Rose Paquita. Liliana Marie Perez. Crystal Monique Peterson. Win Pham. Michaela Sophie Pierce. Kiara Sadie Pinkham. Owani Armani Pinnock. Naya Marie Pizarro. Angelina Marie Pizzali. Colin Lewis Plord. Isabella Marie Porcello. Kyrie Lane Post. Skylar Potemski. Brielle Powers. Emily Jo Powers Coer. Gabriel Jamil Ragland. Trinity Abigail Ramirez. Jocelyn Araceli Ramos Roca. Nathaniel Angel Ramos. Braden Matthew Rathbun. Ion Rofe. Jack Thomas Raymond. Cameron Anthony Rigo. Savannah Amber Riley. Brianna Lynn Ringwalt. Frank Antonio Rivera. Mason Angel Rivera. Alberto Rocha Nunez. Isaiah Omarion Rodriguez. Danny H. Rojas. Ephraim Roman Jr. Solianis Rosado Rosario. Joshua Houghton Rowe. Jordan Roy. Alex Salvatore Rubin. Jesus Rubio Rodriguez. Brooke Louise Ryan. Parker Joseph Salvas. Ricardo Santiago. Joel Walter Schmidt. Katie Joelle Samancic. Amelia Marie Sementilli. Charlotte Elizabeth Sementilli. Ryan Timothy Sen. Odin Matthew Sharp. Riley Shaughnessy. Conlin Shaw. Angelina Shi. Christopher Peter Simons, Jr. Gurusmanjit Singh. Ethan James Serrard. Colin Sixt. Jenna Megan Slater. Cameron Jacob Sliger. Dylan Smith. Gage Michael Scott Smith. Kelsey Amber Smith. Lillian Joanna Sobansky. Sophia Sowinski. Anthony Joseph Spielman. Emily Stathers. Peyton Stebbins. Madeline Elise Stoddard. Angel Stone. Hunter Travis Stores. Miles Stovall. Aiden Riley Tatro. Alexander Ray Thibodeau. Sean Alexander Thomas. Cameron Wyatt Thompson. Joseph James Thompson. Anthony Joseph Torrey. Brianna Nicole Tracy. Jaden Wallace Lucero Troxler. Gwyneth Adrian Udis. Trinity Christine Euchers. Josiah Dazon Upson. Aubrey Elizabeth Usher. Ansh Kumar Washani. Christopher Yupeng Vang. Seamus William Varnett. Jonathan Ajani Vassal. Misael Velez. Cassidy Ray Wallner. Jeremy Walsh. Aaliyah Webb. Cassidy Weston. Isaiah Dantes Williams. Jaden Amar Williams. John Williams. Eric Willis. Alyssa Janelle Wilson. Nylea Zong. Shoachoa Zong. Mackenzie Yapel. Sarah Eunice. Joshua Richard Young. Kaliana Allison Zog.
Yeah. I have to put the seats in.
I don't think we're going to sit again. Yeah, I wouldn't sit.
There's a towel.
Use the towel.
Okay, here you go. Ready, Rep?
Yes,
Go for it.
Okay.
Close it out.
Grand Marshals, please have the graduates rise. Grand Marshals, please have the graduates rise.
There you go. You got it. Caught her eye.
I got it.
The part you might have to keep going.
Graduates, please make sure your tassel is on the right side of your cap. At this time, move your tassel from the right side to the left side to symbolize your graduation. As my final act as class president, it is my honor to present to you the graduated class of 2025. Thank you to all of our guests for joining us this evening. Congratulations once again to the class of 2025. Have a great and safe night.